This is the live chemo. It's the last cycle that we go through. The last one we got 447 views. The last one that we did, we got 477 views. Let's see. Say hello. Let's say hello. So the chemo that I'll show you in a little bit, that is where the chemo goes through. In this case, this is what they do. So on his first, this is a 3 BEP. This is for his testicular cancer. So the first week that we did not the first week, the first time we did this, when they gave him the first shot, I'll let more people come in so you guys can see. Wait a minute, I'll tell you. So they gave him the first shot, and when they gave him the first shot, his body reacted. He couldn't breathe. He got pain in his chest. So he stopped for 20 minutes, and then what the doctor did was that they gave him Benadryl, and it was a reaction. Gave him Benadryl, and then they started the procedure. From my understanding from other patients is that when they do this, to other patients, that this has happened to other patients too, that they do this is because they start to drip real quick, especially if it's your first time. So what they did was they gave him Benadryl and they put the drip a little bit slower, so it can go slower. So normally sometimes either you sit on a kind of couch like this, or they have you on a bed. But this is the procedure that you go through, and then that's the IV, and the reason for the IV is for it can get fluids to your body, so this way the chemo it can flush out whatever chemo is in there. So it's very important that when you do chemotherapy that you do drink a lot of water. That's very imperative, because you want to take out as much chemo as you can in your body. Because you got your kidneys, you got your liver. You don't want those to be affected by the chemo, but sometimes the chemo can affect those organs. I can't show you the other rooms, I can't show you the other patient because I don't have permission for that, but this is my son, so this is what we do. This is going to be the same thing can be done until Friday, and then next week we'll do one day of 1 week and then 1 day of another week. So when they say 3 times BEP for this case, testicular cancer, it's you do 5 days in a row, Monday through Friday, you get Saturday and Sunday off, and then that Monday you do your lowest dose. That one usually takes between 20 to 20 minutes to do, but the thing is that when you do chemotherapy, your bag is not rare, it's not there. You have to order it to the pharmacy. So when you get here, they give you the IV. When they give you the IV, they gotta wait for the IV to go down a little bit. And then once your medication gets here, that's when they put it to. This is a 2-hour process. So the first bag of IV, the first bag of chemo will last 1 hour, and the second bag of chemo lasts another hour. And then they'll do a flush, and then you leave. That's what it is. Still no views. I got no views because we didn't announce it live. But everybody that's on this should know. But we'll see. And for those who are doing this for the first time, at the beginning it is kind of scary. I'm just telling you what my son says. It's kind of scary because you're finding out he's 21 years old, and he's finding out that he has testicular cancer. So it hit him. I'm glad that he took it okay. Sometimes he gets a little bit depressed. And then I talk to him and let him know that everything's going to be okay. Of course he gets fatigued, he gets tired. That's the same thing. He has not lost his appetite at all. I would say that he eats more than he does now than he did before. But other things, he gets tired a lot. Um, the other day I put him to work with me just a little bit to do something in the car, and he went home when we got when we got to the house. He just slept all day from 6 in the morning to like 7 o'clock at night. I mean, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, around 7 in the morning, because it gets to you. So you have to think about this way, especially when it comes to testicular cancer. There's a 93% cure rate on this. So the earlier you get it, um, the more chances of survival. In his case, it's a germ cells that he has went from his testes to his lymph nodes in his abdomen. And so they went quick. So he's on stage 2. So which is good. His last numbers came back good yesterday. Um, so that's what we're waiting for. Um, so sometimes when you go through this, then they do the PET scan, and when the PET scans come back, if the PET scan comes clean, they just monitor you every 2 or 3 months. If not, they're gonna have to do an RPLMD. They have to open you up and then remove the rest of your tumors, and that takes a process too. So with that being said, something you shouldn't be afraid of, because that chemical that you see, that's just saline solution. But later on, you can see the bag of chemo coming in. They have to order it, and you do just sit there and relax. In his case, they give him Benadryl. So he goes to sleep real quick. And the Benadryl is because of the incident he had the first time, so they don't want to go through that again. And also, my prayers to all those who are doing chemo at the same time with my son, or are going through it in another way, or are going to go through it. I mean, this is a good channel to you can leave your thoughts and concerns on, and we'll get back to you. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Um, so yeah, so like I said, you got these different. You can sit down, you can lay down here, or you can lay down in the bed. It depends. Here has like 70 beds and 70 seats, 70 rooms for chemo. Okay. You see that here, here. She's going to give him the Benadryl. And the Benadryl is, like I said before, is because she had gotten one shot when it first started. His body reacted. That's the Benadryl that she's putting on, and then that normally knocks him out. And you have your TV up here. So if you want to watch TV, you need to bring in your radio, your cell phone to watch it. Because, you put in the chemo, your chemo could be half an hour, could be 40 minutes, could be an hour, could be 2 hours, could be 3 hours. It depends. So, you want to be as comfortable as possible. I do suggest if you get the
I got wasted because I didn't want to deal with myself.
I do suggest that if you do get a chance, there is a study going around for young men who have testicular cancer and who are going to chemotherapy about how the body works when they're doing chemotherapy. So we had a study here that my son did. As he's doing his chemo, she would come over and she would make him walk for 15 minutes. She would make him walk from one side to the other, make him go up and down. He would go up the stairs and have him squat on his chair up and down like 20 times. And those little exercises right there helps your body get more energy when you get out of chemo, because when he got out of chemo, he was feeling good, he was walking. So, if you could do something like that, when you're doing chemo, can walk around, stuff like that, if they give you permission, I would suggest you do it. And when you get home, drink a lot of water, exercise, walking is the best thing to do. So your body doesn't get fatigued, because if you just sleep around, when you start doing things and you go back to work, you're gonna get all fatigued. As you can see, we're 11 minutes into this, still no chemo. You got that. You got the TV up here, like I said. You got other rooms. This one just has chairs. The other cubicles that do have. I can't leave my Puerto Rican hat. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. It's very important that you take chemo seriously. And from me to you, don't give up. Don't let yourself down. Like my son says sometimes like that, I'm not gonna be the same. If you're changing, I'm not gonna be able to do this. Yes, you'll be able to do this. You'll be able to do that. There's going to be no problem with that. These are things that you'll be able to do. Remember, this is a mind thing. Everything's in the mind. So then we have this up to Friday. Then from Friday we go home, come back Monday. We do one. That's for like 20 minutes, and then we go back and we come back the following week and we do one more, and that is it. And then they'll monitor you. They'll monitor him, and they'll do the PET scan to see if everything goes okay. And if everything goes okay, if it's all in God's hand, we'll ring that bell and he's cancer free. So that's what you're looking for, right? I do apologize if I didn't do this live, and then let you guys know. And I want to let you go through the whole entire process. This is what happens. Like I said, that next after the Benadryl, everybody doesn't get Benadryl. Benadryl was for him was because he had a reaction. So you will always hear that the little bell sound that's annoying, but it happens. The other guy got his chemo, or she got her chemo. It's kind of jello-ish, like a pea color. And what they do is when they give you the chemo, they have two nurses, and they collaborate with each other at the name of the person, the name of the patient, their date of birth, what medication they're giving them, and the number that's on the stick that they're giving, so it can match. So they go out and they say, well, I put in bag 1, 2, 3, 4, and here it says it's bag 1, 3, 4, 2. You got no way to confirm that. So that's what they do. They bring in another nurse, and they confirm that they both have the same number on the computer, And you put a nurse that he has, they'll be over there. We'll look at his wristband, read the information from the other nurse. The nurse will say yes, everything is the same, and that's it. Because they do that because of precautionary reasons. You don't want to give the wrong chemo, the wrong medication. So they have two nurses confirm what the one nurse is giving is exactly the same thing as the doctor ordered. So they do have that. And also, let me say also, if you don't have a place to stay while you're doing chemo, you're living far away, talk to your insurance company. If you're on Medicaid, talk to Medicaid. And Medicaid will if your stays are 2 days, 4 days, or one day, or it's just a one-day stay, where the drive is long, talk to the caseworker at that hospital. So for lodging, and they'll get in contact with your insurance company or with the state Medicaid company or Medicare for lodging for that day, but it has to be in anticipation of that same day. And they'll put you up in a nice place. They do. We were at the Sickly House, family house. That was good. But the manager was horrible. And then they put us at the Hampton. It's also a good hospital. I mean, a good hotel that we were in. And that's for insurance. The insurance pays for that. So for all those who came in, this is my son Jesus. He's doing his last treatment for his particular cancer. This is not easy, people. I know it's hard to know that when you get cancer, people start thinking about different things, about, oh, I'm going to die. No, that's not going to happen. You know. Everybody's going to be okay. You don't have to worry about that. Like I said before, the mind plays a lot fixing you. So if you keep a focused mind, focused thought, things will be good. You're gonna you might get side effects, and you might not get side effects. I mean, I see people with bad side effects, and I see people like myself with barely any side effects. Side effects is hair fell off. Well, it was falling off, we just cut off, and tingling of the hands, and vomit. And that vomit is going to work. The nausea. And they give you medication for that. And I'm also going to say, if they give you medication, and you think that medication, oh, I feel good, I have to take it. No, take it all the way to the end. Because when he got a back pain from a cancer, they gave him oxycodone. And the doctor and the nurse said, babe, when you guys feel this pain, you guys always follow the pill. Always, you gotta be on top of the pain. You gotta be on top of the pain. So just because you feel no pain, and you don't stop taking it. So in his case, they gave him oxy, and every 4 hours, and that's what we did. Every 4 hours, he took another case until we got to his operation, to his chemotherapy, which was for 4 days. So always, it's important, and that's just for cancer and everything. And the doctor tells you take this pill 14 days, as directed, take them. Don't prolong it, say good, don't do that. Don't do that because the virus, cancer virus is very, very tricky. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And it's cold in here, so it's kind of drafty. You see, we got 19 minutes, going on 20 minutes, and still no chemo yet. Because that chemo has to be ordered. It's not like on a first come, first served basis. This is what he goes through. All right. So if you guys want to subscribe to my channel, go ahead and do so. Give us prayers. My prayer goes to you guys who are going through this, or who are going to go through this. So God bless you. Take care. Okay.